All right. Welcome to another episode of Fan Therapy. Fan Therapy episode 78. Yes, 78 should be episode 78. We are here talking about NBA playoffs. They have just wrapped up just seconds ago. So fresh hot off the press. We'll be talking with you guys already know, kicking it off with the 2021 landmark champion, back-to-back defensive player of the year, 2020-2021 all-time leader in block shots at his school. He is the greatest shot blocker of all time. Coach Timberland, modeled by day, sports hot taker by night. Malachi, how we doing, bro?
Good, man. Chilling. Ready to talk about a lot of teams I don't want to talk about. So let's get it going, man.
Yeah, it was a bad day in that department for you. A bad weekend in that department for you.
Bad week. Bad week.
Shifting it over so we can get right into it. Landmark Conference champion, 1,000 point scorer, Landmark Conference Rookie of the Year, 3-time Landmark first team, 2-time All Met first team, Fan Therapy resident DJ, Hoops first team All Select. D3 Hoops All Region Select, Fan Therapy resident DJ, Coach Howie McDurney. How we doing, bro?
I'm chilling, man. It needs more honey, but it's all right. We're gonna thug it out. Less sugar. It's good. It's all good. Man. I'm chilling. Happy to be with the guys. Talk hoops a little bit. My team's still competing, unlike some people in here. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to
it. Yes, hates to be in that already on the beach. Mal squads have been on the beach since March, honestly, February, even January, even. But Howie, we are still out here, and that's exactly where we're off. I am Justin, your fan therapist, kicking it off. Knicks Hawks. Knicks won 140-89. OG Anunoby showing out with 29 points. Mikal Bridges contributing with 24 points. Not even going to take a look at the Hawks stat line. We won't be here long, but Howie, how are we feeling about this one? How does it feel to watch your team kind of end it like that?
I mean, like I wasn't home when this happened, but when I did get home, I tuned in for the second half, and I just pleasantly watched the beatdown. Yeah, I mean, it was good, and the best thing about it, I would say, is that they carried themselves like this is the way they were supposed to hoop. Nothing extra, nothing too much. Like they just let the game speak for themselves, and let's just keep that same energy and confidence. I'm glad we got Mikal back on board a little bit, going to the next round. So just looking for got an extra day of rest. Just looking towards the next round, kind of going in there full fire. Guys, well rested a couple of days and just ready to go. Get game one game at a time.
A great day to be a Knicks fan, a bad day to be a Knicks hater, an even worse day to be a Hawks fan. Mal, how you looking at that one? And if you were a Hawks fan, how would you kind of go about looking at this season? Do you think that end kind of puts a huge damper on things, or do you think they still kind of should take the positives away from this one?
I don't know. I think everyone expected them to kind of lose, but they gave some false hope with those. What was the first 4 games? There's some takeaways there. Some positives you could take away from there, but obviously I think they need a big. I think Dustin Daniels needs to lock in with lethal shooter because he kind of played himself out of that series. Yeah, I mean, happy that the Knicks got it over with and have to go to 7. I feel like the overall theme for a lot of these playoffs, with a few exceptions, was just people playing with their food. Game 6s, Game 7s that really didn't even need to make it that far. So, yeah, I mean, as basketball, it gets intense. Things change, but Hawks shouldn't be. They got whooped, but they shouldn't take it like, this is a major disappointment. They fought for as long as they could, but the Knicks were the better team. They were always a better team, so it's props to them. It'll be a good second round with the team that they play, whatever team that the Knicks play. I can't stand them, but it'll be good. Props to the Knicks.
Howie, I'll let you get a shot at this one. Should the Hawks make any rash decisions based off that, how they wrapped up against the Knicks, or do you think they should kind of take lean towards the positive.
Nah,
for
I
most of
mean,
them,
like
but-
the Hawks are young, and like, unfortunately, they wasted a draft pick in Richie, whatever his name is, so far. But I mean, there's
that
also
was a bad year to have the
is he a
number
rookie
one,
technically?
man.
Oh no. Oh yeah, it was, but
Oh, he
still, like,
sucked.
I don't know. Could have drafted Bronny who would have better than him. Yeah, Richard say whatever his name is. But like they're young, and
He's
this year
heavy.
they discovered they discovered the brotherhood in Jalen Johnson. So now you get a full year of
Yes.
truly really trying to build around him. So I would say in the summer, just truly build around him. Get some more shooters, get a real big man, like lob threat, whatever the case may be, and build around your future. Like they can be good. Don't get it twisted. They could definitely be good. Keep an OG piece like CJ McCollum. Maybe move him if it helps with money wise. But like you just start to build around Jalen Johnson. You have your star. You have your star that's going to carry you for the next couple years. So don't make nothing crazy. Don't blow it up. Just start to build around him.
I'm in full agreement there. I like Jonathan Kuminga. I know I'm the only one on the podcast that does, but I'm definitely
No,
part
no,
of this.
no,
glorified
don't do
rim
that.
runner.
Don't do that.
You
You're
don't
not the
like-
only
you like
one.
him?
You're not the only one.
Sorry, my fault. I
Of
thought
course.
I was trying to get him to the
Brother.
Bulls, and you were
I'm
having it. I
neutral.
was trying to get him to the Bulls.
I'm neutral. I'm neutral.
No,
I'm
don't
neutral.
send anyone.
He needs to get a jump shot.
Don't send anyone. To the Bulls.
All right, we are
Everyone
going.
that's left the Bulls has been good except.
There's also the Pistons and the Magic series. The Pistons closed this one out. It looked like the Magic had plenty of chances to kind of, not in this last game, I will say, not in this last game, but amongst the series, it definitely looked like the Magic had a chance to really take their shot at the Pistons and get them out of there. Pistons win today. They win 116-94. Some notes, Wagner did not play for the Magic. Paolo Banchero ended with 38, but their next highest scorer was Desmond Bane with 16. So definitely a talking point in that one. The Pistons, Tobias Harris shows up with 30 points, a really good looking 30 points. And then Cade Cunningham does this thing with 32. Mal and I kind of spoke highly on the Magic this year, saying they would definitely shake up the East. They definitely made some noise in the series, but again, they were the 8th seed at the end of the day. Mal, have the Magic let us down this year?
I think they let us down after we were talking highly about them. They didn't. I mean, Wagner was in and out of the lineup a little bit. They had a few injuries, but I feel like we thought they were going to be like a mid-table team throughout the year, and they were kind of towards the bottom, towards a play-in and out. Wagner didn't play for the last 3 games. Maybe things could have been different if he did, but the way it went out was just bad, bro. You're up 3-1. Both teams can't shoot the ball. I don't know what was going on. It seemed like they had it, especially after Duran got what was Buddy's name? McCain or something like that. Buddy punched it on Duran's head.
Oh, yeah, Kane.
That was going to kill the series, but yeah, they ended up flopping. Yeah, bad flop. Bad, awful flop. So highly disappointed in this team, bro. I get it, they're an 8 seed, but when you go up 3-1, bro, like you're right there. So
yeah, absolutely. How can you give up a 3-1 lead, right? Isn't that crazy? It's crazy that a team could do that. That's so embarrassing that a team could give up a 3-1 lead. That's so embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Howie, how are you feeling about this series? And the Pistons coming out to face the Cavaliers as we kind of we'll discuss soon in the next round.
I hope they got all their jitters out and they could just whoop on the Cavs. I'm tired of the Cavs. I love Donovan Mitchell. That's the only person on that team I rock with. And Evan Mobley a little bit. Everybody else can kick rocks. But yeah, I mean them coming back from 3-1, pretty fire. So shout out to them. But Orlando, disgusting work out of y'all. And they have that's another good young team.
Yeah.
So maybe give them another year or so, but
absolutely. I know he got that last point. Mal, I'm gonna swing it to you for this one. Do you think that they should break up? I think obviously by breakup we know which way they would probably decide, but do you think the Paolo Wagner thing has kind of run its short lived course? Do you think they kind of gotta figure out something else to do?
Yeah, especially with Wagner in and out of the lineup so much.
Finito.
I think it's kind of set in stone that he's out there. But that's not enough. And who you bring in for him, I don't know. I don't know. I think if they had to split ways with someone, it would be Wagner, though. You can still get something of value for him, so still a good player. I'm not sure if Jalen Suggs would be part of a package. I'm not sure who you even bring over there. Like, who's gonna really move the needle for him? Giannis isn't going over there. I don't think Ja's going over there. Like those guys that talks, I don't think
God no.
They're going down there. So, who? You said God no or who?
He said John.
No. I said God no. Giannis not going over there.
I said John.
No,
he said John. No.
I don't know.
John.
I don't know.
Oh God.
He was there though. He was
I don't
watching.
know
He
what
pulled
they
up to watch the series.
Watching him.
Maybe.
I feel like they need somebody they need another shooter because they only have Desmond Bane. Really, outside of that, the guys really shoot the ball a little suspect. So
absolutely, yeah. No, Anthony Black's a good piece to have on team, but his shooting definitely leaves some to be desired. All right, pushing on to the Celtics versus the 76ers. So, in the spirit of folding 3-1 leads, the Celtics decided to join the party. Oh my gosh, this was such a beautiful series to watch. Honestly, beautiful last game. The 76ers beat the Celtics 109-100 in Game 7, coming back from a 3-1 lead. Joel Embiid closes things out with 34-point game. Tyrese Maxey follows with a very efficient, masterful 30. BJ Edgecombe shoots well, comes in with 23 points. Celtics notably did not have Jason Tatum in this game. Jaylen Brown did his part with 33 points. Derek White finally coming alive in this series with 26 points. Where do I want to take this one? Honestly, let's get the newsy stuff out of the way before I celebrate too much. Nobody at the beginning of the year really thought the Celtics would be a team everybody was fearing at this point of the year. So how do we honestly look back at the Celtics series? Do you think it's kind of a success, or do you think we kind of learned what they could have been and we got to go with that? Go ahead, Mal.
I'll start. I was having this talk with my boy John. Shout out my boy John. But I feel like you have to take this year as a success. Like, did they announce Coach of the Year yet or no?
I don't think so. I'll look at that.
Oh, yes, it did. I think they did actually.
I don't think so.
Keep going, though.
I forget, but
it was the Spurs coach.
Everyone expected them to be like a big. I don't remember. That could be right. They were projected to be a 6-7 seed. They ended up overachieving, being a 2 seed. Tatum comes back. They still win some games, remain a 2 seed, a few games ahead of the 3 seed. No one expect them to be this high. Jaylen Brown played phenomenally. I think I'd take this year as a success. Things didn't turn out the way that they wanted. Up 3-1, they folded, whatever. But no one also expected Joel Embiid to come back playing the way he was. He's been absolutely violating. So for that to really happen, and not having Tatum in the last game when he performs fairly well in Game 7s, take it as a success, bro. Like, you have Vooch, who absolutely sucked. Like, had he been a little bit better, things could have been different. I don't think John was saying that they should get rid of Jaylen Brown or Mazzulla. When I don't think that's the case, because
Mazzulla.
Yeah, who?
Who'd you say?
Mazzulla.
Get rid of the coach? John said that?
Yo, chill my man. But it's like it's
We're,
not
we're
fair.
bringing John back soon. We're bringing John back soon. I miss him.
Make sure
They're
I'm not here
bringing
for
like
that.
they just won the chip 2 years ago, and you can't really expect for them. No one thought they were going to be here. They ended up here. You can't say, "Oh, y'all lost. Now y'all suck." It's not fair. It's not fair. And to get
Absolutely.
rid of Jaylen Brown, who was absolutely violated here, it's they overachieved. They should be happy that they did. Like it should not.
Yeah.
No one should look at them and be like, "Oh, y'all suck. Y'all suck." Because
At the end of the day, they're in a Joel Embiid. Like you can only do so much when that happens. Like it's understandable. It's an understandable.
Yo, he was
take.
wild.
Howie, how you feeling? How you feeling about this one? Now that it's all wrapped up for the Sixers taking their rightful place in the next round.
I mean, kudos to them. They finally showed up to play. I mean, I knew Tyrese was going to show up. The X factor is always going to be Joel Embiid. If he's hooping, they're going to be very hard to beat. Tyrese is going to show up every day. BJ, he's a rookie, but he's going to show up. Paul George is another weird X factor, but right now he's like the fourth option. So Paul George is going to be Paul George. If he goes and gets you 25, then all right, he gets you 25. But like Joel Embiid's a big factor. For you guys, and I think that's what carried y'all over, especially like Kata having to guard him all series. Like, it's not really a great matchup for him.
Baby food.
So I don't know. It was, yeah, literally, it was intriguing. But yeah, I think I'm actually not surprised this happened. I'm not surprised at all. But at the same time, like it is kind of a little bit shocking because I didn't think y'all would be healthy at this point.
Absolutely. This is again so many conversations led up to this point.
Y'all slightly not even healthy.
Let's see. Well, we will discuss what the Sixers being healthy means for the league in a little bit. But sticking with the Celtics as so hard it is for me to stay with the Celtics. We are going to ask. I have one more question for you guys. For them, are they back at it next year? Or do you guys think they need to shake things up? Add somebody, maybe even look as hard as it would be to break up Jaylen Brown and Tatum. I don't think so, but do you guys think they need to shake things up in any way?
They need a center. They need another
they need
center.
A big.
They need somebody that's like a Horford split time with Tatum because Vucevic ain't gonna cut it. If they could get somebody like a Robert Williams back, like that would be clutch. He's a defender. He won't have to play a majority of the games just for when you run into people like Joel Embiid or who else is in the East that may be a problem. A Cat, I guess. You just need bigs. You want to win, you're going to need a solid big, and it wasn't bad, but he was getting punked. So, need a big.
It was. I mean, they didn't really play him much in that game 7. So, anything else on the Celtics, Howie?
Cancun on 3.
I love to hear it. 1, 2, 3. Celtics. All right. Going on to the next one. Raptors, Cavs. The Cavs, they break through. They break through the tough series. They close this thing out in game 7. Cavs 114-98. I think I know how this conversation is gonna go. This was a team win for the Cavaliers, as they'll probably put in their locker room. Donovan Mitchell, 22 points. Jarrett Allen matches that. Maybe best that a little bit, around 22 to 24 points for him. Harden ends the game with 19-6. We will get into that stat line in that game from him in a little bit. Scotty Barnes on the Raptors end. Shout out Jersey, 24 points. RJ Barrett, 23 points. A team effort to beat the Raptors it was for the Cavaliers. This one wrapped up right before we hit the record button on this one. Howie, how are you feeling about the Cavaliers breaking through onto the next round? I know you wanted them to kind of get knocked out of this round, just to make things a bit easier.
Harden is stinky. Donovan can't do it by himself. I hope Cade and them boys take care of it.
It's stinky.
That's the only thing I have to say about these Cavs.
That's very fair, Mal. How you feeling about this one? Cavs get through. I'm gonna ask some more specifics in a minute, but overall, how you feeling about the Cavs getting over the Raptors on this one?
I mean, I don't really care about no team that Harden's on, bro. Like, I rock with Harden in fantasy, and that's about it, bro. He's a jabroni. This series should have been over, but he wanted to have like 5, 6, 7 turnovers. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I get it's not his team. He's not the main guy, but he's still a contributing factor. And you're putting up numbers like that in closeout games or key games, like the playoffs. Every game is important. You should not be having these games that you're infamous for. He stays with the same amount of shots as turnovers or turning the ball over more than made shots. Like, you bugging. But yeah, I think this team is gonna fold eventually. They got a decent team, but Harden does what he does, and it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Pistons come out and they kind of punch them fairly early. So
yeah, well, definitely we will be getting right into that one very, very soon. Let's stick with the Harden point. Well, to wrap this topic up. Harden, did he kind of slide through on this one with the team victory? 18 points, 11 of those were from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Did Harden get off easy on this one? Howie, did he just kind of get by the allegations?
He got off too easy.
Bro, 11 free throws, bro. Come on, let's be for real. I watched the game. I'm seeing air balls. I'm seeing, like, come on, bro. He's stinky. He's stinky.
Mal, Harden. I'll give you your Harden monologue, even though it's not going to be your last chance for the year. Unfortunately for you, maybe. I don't know how you're feeling about it.
No. I'm gonna get these things off about Harden. I was having this conversation again. Shout out my boy John, big Harden advocate, but I just think I was looking at some of the numbers, bro, and Harden just has a bad reputation and just folding in the playoffs, no matter what team he's on. Again, like I just mentioned, he has 28 games with more turnovers than made baskets. Mm-hmm. And then 44 games with just as many turnovers as made baskets, which is an insane conversation to have, especially for a guy who hasn't missed the playoffs his whole career. I think he's up there when it comes down to playoff games played, and this guy really has nothing to show for it. Like, I get it, he played against some of the best teams ever with the Warriors, but what about when you're in Philly? What about your other stints? Like it. This guy's just a fraud, bro, and we've seen time and time again, when you're fraudulent, you're gonna keep being fraudulent. Things really don't change, unless he don't take a major step back and just let the other guys do everything. But not a fan of this guy in the playoffs, bro. When it's outside the playoffs, I can rock with Harden, but when it's important, or it's something on the line, he's gonna buckle down every time. That's what Harden does, bro.
The good news is that he will have many more chance, by many more, at least 4 more games, chance to prove that he is able to perform in these playoffs. And we will get right into that one. As mentioned, the Pistons bested the Magic, the Cavs bested the Raptors. That means they get the gift of playing each other. Highlight to this one, obviously, I think we kind of parse things out. Donovan Mitchell, we really need to be leading the way for the Cavs. Cade Cunningham on the other side. Who do you guys think has kind of the deeper team to get out of this one, and what do you think might be the issues for this one? We can get right into that before I get y'all predictions for this series. What did you got, Howie?
I'm gonna say the Cavs probably have the deeper team, but Detroit is gonna have, I think, the better players in the series. I feel like one of Detroit's role players are going to step up big in this series. Cade's going to do Cade, and I need Jalen Duran to just be better than Jared Allen. But I will also just say my prediction. I think Pistons in 6, maybe 7.
Interesting, Mal. Your thoughts?
I agree. I think they have the better players, but I think Pistons have the grittier team. Kind of say where the scoring is going to come from them. You just never know. Like, Jenkins had a very good game tonight. Tobias did. But I think the Cavs win this in about 6 or 7. That's not what I want to happen, but I think that's what will happen. Unless Jalen Duren comes out on bully mode like he was all throughout the year. So I got Cavs, and I'll go Cavs 6. That'll be my pick.
Yeah, I think Cavs just have a bit more quality. I think the Cavs are going to get this one in 7. Yeah, I don't think any of us really want to talk about this one too much, so I will keep it pushing on to the next series. Put my notes in a horrible place for that one. On to the next one. Knicks, Sixers. I actually was excited to take this one first. Howie, take it away so I can get my notes in order for y'all predictions.
I think it's gonna be a good series. Both teams fully healthy. As we talked about previously, like we kind of match up like on differences. Like you guys with the guard play, like some guys like I don't know who Brunson. We're going to put Brunson on Kelly Oubre. I'm gonna be honest. That has to be the matchup. I don't know. Excuse me. But like, yeah, so like we kind of match up, kind of don't match up at the same time. Thank you. But at the same time, I'm just not sure. But I do have the Knicks in 6 in this series. I think we're gonna escape one game, a game that we shouldn't have. I think that's gonna be the determining factor. I think we're gonna escape with one of those, and then that's gonna kind of lead us to 6 games. And Madison Square Garden East over there in Philly, so we'll be in there. Even though they're trying to limit us, we'll be in there.
Absolutely. I think we're gonna hang on this one for a little bit longer than the last one. I think you definitely shared what you're most confident about in this series, and you definitely leaned on one of the things that I'm worried about. What are the things that worry you about this one from the Knicks perspective? If anything, if it's nothing you think you guys just
I'm not delusional. I'm not a delusional fan, so I'm not finna say, "Oh, Knicks in 4." Da, 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 da. I am worried about I'm worried about Cat guarding Joel. I'm also worried about who the freak Jalen Brunson is gonna stick. And I'm also like last series we got away with not having the best bench production or having the best role player production because the Hawks don't match up that well with us. But like we're gonna need the bench. We're gonna need Mikal to be there. So like as long as we get that going and we're good, I think we'll be fine. That's the only thing I'm kind of like I don't want to say worried, but like has to be a big key in this series.
Nah, absolutely. I think I'm extremely excited to actually figure out who Jalen Brunson's going to guard because I think Kelly can even figure out his way how to get some points there. But we shall see how that works out. Mal,
we're fine with that though.
Too much.
We're living with Kelly Oubre like beating us. If he's going to take 20 shots, let him take 20 shots. I'd rather be him than Tyrese Maxey.
That's fair. And I was about to say, I think that would be an issue for Oubre to take a lot of shots. But who do you think is going to stop Maxey from taking the shots? I think I'm very intrigued by that one.
We're gonna have to put Mikal on him. Mikal or Josh Hart. Mikal or Josh Hart. And then off the bench, we're gonna have Jose guard him and be a pest, 94 feet.
I am interested in see that. I actually forgot about Jose. I think I could honestly see there being a game where like Jose annoys him for a game and then it's all over ESPN. That would be very annoying to see. I don't think that will happen. I think it's very possible that Tyrese could drop 30 if that happens as well. But I think that's my thing. I think I'm most confident in the matchups on your end, but I am worried about a particular matchup on our end. But I'm very excited to see how Maxey unfolds. I think VJ Edgecombe plays decently in the Garden as well. And then Joel Embiid. I think Mitchell Robinson plays decently against Joel Embiid, but then again, that requires Mitchell Robinson to be out on the floor, which could sometimes be a plus. I know offensive rebounds can be annoying too, but we've actually been rebounding pretty well as a team this playoff, so I'm not too worried about that. But the thing I am worried about is Cat on the offensive end. I think it would be unfortunate for Joel Embiid to have to guard Cat for the entire game. I think that's wouldn't be as friendly to a player just coming back. I think what we might try and what might be something that we try and kind of doesn't really work out before our eyes is try. I don't know if you guys know Barlow, but we might try Barlow out on him for a bit, see if maybe the speed can help
Well,
us
that's
there.
baby
That would
food.
be
Oh,
if
that's
that
baby
if
food.
that works out for even a game or two. If we can get a game or two off that, I think that would be huge.
We have
We'll
Drummond.
get predictions at the
Drummond
way
one
end
of
of
the
this,
threes, too.
but I mean,
Drummond hits
yeah,
corner
that's
shot.
no
You
Drummond
can't have
on
Drummond
offense too
and
is gonna be
Embiid out
good,
there.
but him moving like Drummond moving on Cat might be a little issue. I'm more worried about the defensive end. But Mal, how do you feel about this series
I don't give
as a bystander that hates both teams?
I don't care, bro. I don't really care. I think this series comes down to two factors: Embiid's health and Cat's performance or Cat's ability to stay on the court. You know how he gets in those ticky-tacky fouls, and Embiid likes to play very physical and semi-flop around. So will that make Cat pick up some cheapy BS fouls and make him sit? And if he sits, it's up. I don't know. I think the series is going to be fire. Actually, I hate both of your teams passionately, but I think this series is going to be fire. It'll be entertaining to watch. Yeah. Prediction for this?
Yeah, as I said, we can hit them. We can hit the predictions.
I don't know.
We got Howie's Knicks in 6.
I
What you
got
got, Mal?
7. I got this going 7. I don't even know which way I want to pick. I don't know. I don't know which
We
one.
need it. We need it. Pick one.
I don't like the color orange, so I'll go blue and red for Dominican flag. So I'll go
Yes,
6.
sir. I know Dominican Papi 76ers in 7.
Yeah, and 7, bro.
76ers in
And
7
Jose
for
Alvarado, I like
Mal.
to say, is more of a cheerleader than a player. By the way.
He had a good social media
Jose
post with
Alvarado's
the
a
chiplet dude. That was pretty funny. But yeah, getting into predictions so
I
we
bet.
can get
bet.
into the rest of these, get over to the Western Conference side. I just hit series on my computer. I have no clue what that does on StreamYard when I hit Siri. But yeah, I got 76ers. I really want to say 6. I see a world, and I hate saying these things out loud, but I really see a world where we can really blitz them like the first game. If we can steal that first game in the Garden and then kind of relax in the second game, maybe see what we can do. I think that would be amazing. But again, they have so much talent on the other side of the floor. I really have a lot of respect for OG. Y'all know I like Mikal a lot, even though he hasn't really been showing it this playoffs. Jalen Brunson, we know what he can do. And Cat, I think he's definitely not as good as Joel Embiid, but I think he has potential to be the second or third most talented big man in the game on his night. So yeah, I got 76ers and I'll say 76ers in 6. Let's rock with that. Moving on to the next series, Thunder's Lakers. We will be more so than checking in on the Knicks Sixers as we go. So we can go on to the next one, to the west side of it.
Skip this one. We can skip this one. We can skip
Thunder's
this.
Lakers.
This
my
this
literal
is so
question
easy.
was
This is too easy.
my literal question is what can the Lakers do? Will they get swept?
They need to go get some voodoo magic for Luka to come back fully healthy. That's about it.
They'll win. The Thunder will win in 5.
I have a feeling that the Lakers get game 1 on some craziness, and then that'll be that.
Bro, you have to think they have Luke Kennard. They're gonna throw anybody on Luke Kennard. He's gonna get rattled. LeBron messed up saying that he's kicking Father Time's ass because he's about to see real quick how Father Time is just always has the last laugh. He messed up with that one. He messed up big time with that one. That was a bad bar.
Bad quote. Bad bars.
Lou Dort is about to have him sick, bro. It's about to be bad.
You definitely just came up with it.
He's not going. You think they're going to put Lou Dort on Braun?
They're gonna put Lou Dort on Braun and Luke.
They don't have J-Dub. Yeah, they don't have J-Dub unless he comes back.
I know, but they've been rocking with J-Dub without J-Dub all year.
Lou Dort's the strongest one.
And
I
like
think so.
I don't know,
I think this
Aiton is going to be a lot
five.
busier. He's going to be a lot busier than he's going to necessarily would like to be. It's gonna be a lot. And I'm talking about defensive end, not even on offense with him.
Who's going to guard Shea? Who's going to guard Shea? Well, he's going to average 30.
Vando.
Marcus Smart to start. Oh, they'll try
Marcus
Vando.
Marcus Smart.
They'll probably try Vando first, though. To be honest,
Vando, who is that guy? Smart. Who is that? I don't know that guy.
Jared Vanderbilt.
That guy doesn't NBA minutes. No way. No way.
He was at the top of his head.
You guys crazy.
All right. I mean, I guess our predictions were 5. 5's all around. 4. Any sweeps?
5. Cinco.
OKC in 5 all around. All right, next one up. Timberwolves in Spurs. This one is interesting more so just because of how things kind of wrapped up in their series prior. But AE has recently been upgraded to questionable in this one. But do we kind of feel like Wemby is kind of getting a walk to the finals that maybe is beneficial, I guess, for him? But I know everybody has eyes on when Wemby maybe get that first title. That'd be big for him being the face of the league. Do you think everything is shaping up for that? We'll stick with you, Mal. Going first.
I want to say that, but they're going to run into OKC at some point. So, and that's when things come to a fast halt. I don't know. That Spurs team is very good, but Thunder very good as well. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It seems like it's going to be a cakewalk, at least for these first 2 rounds, especially with AE being out. But when they run,
so you're in agreement that this series is going to be. You agree that this series is going to be easier?
Yeah. They say AE doesn't come back till about game 3 or 4, and at that point, I don't think you could bank on Ayo kicking again, Bones, Jaden McDaniels. But they have too many defenders. They defend. Those guys.
I got Bones Highland can lead the way.
Who?
Bones, I got Bones Highland can lead the way. He's a friend of the
He's a friend of the pod, right?
For sure.
Yeah, Bones. Yeah, good job.
I gotta make the friend of the pod list. I think Jared McCain might be top of the friend of the podcast list. So I'm not.
He's up there for sure. That's how he's got.
Absolutely.
That's how he's got. He's up there for sure.
Howie, how we feeling about the Timberwolves as it looks? They're going to be AE-less at this time against the Spurs. Do you think the Spurs, like I said, do you think they're kind of getting the cakewalk that they want to the finals or to the conference?
I think the Timberwolves have to steal one without AE, and then it'll be a series.
Yeah.
They steal game 1 or 2 in San Antonio.
I like that.
They have to steal one of those, buy him some time to let him come back, maybe game 4 or something like that. But if they don't, when they're going back home 2-0, it's gonna look rough. And then you might rush AE back to game 3. He might not be ready. Something yada yada yada. I don't know. They have to steal one in San Antonio. So if they could do that, they got it. But I don't know. Other than that, Wemby's real test is not going to happen until the next round. But
that is very fair. So it sounds like we're all rocking with the Spurs. Yeah, I agree. I think without AE, it's just going to be far too much. The Spurs backcourt is active. They have way too many guards, way too many wings. They're like it's absolutely insane. They can play different lineups. I'm sure they have lineups that they're going to even try out in this. It's gonna be very tough. I got the Spurs, and I do think I like what you said, Howie. I think they might be able to steal one without, and then when AE comes back, maybe get another one if AE comes back. But I think I got the Spurs in 6 on this one. What are y'all thinking?
I agree.
The official
Spurs in 6. Spurs in 6.
Yeah. Absolutely, Spurs in 6 all around. So we're pretty much in agreement on this episode. On how these series are going to wrap up. We'll definitely check in as they get started. But yeah, those are our predictions for the upcoming rounds on the East and the West side. wrapping the episode up. We're gonna start. We'll start with the positive and end with the negative. Good awards. My good award. I will kick it off. My good award will be going to which. My good award will be going to Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse has actually. I had my questions, and honestly, my questions were just ignorance of not really knowing about how this man does things. This man is an expert when it comes to the ATOs, which we know are so beneficial in these playoff situations. He's been managed to get Paul George going in these mini spurts where we needed him desperately. Our defensive schemes have been very solid, and he's gotten this group of players who have had to play different lineups. They've been handicapped by their GM and owner at every turn, and they've managed to get this far to a point where I'm actually kind of confident going into a series against a very very good Knicks team that have been playing very well together for quite some time. Honestly, new coach, but the team's been together for some time. So let's see how that series goes. Um, Anybody have a good award that they want to jump in on next?
Oh, you could go first, Hal.
My good award is gonna go to OG Ananobi. I called it. I called it before the series started. I said he was gonna be an X factor that series. I said when he plays well, we play well, and he freaking killed the series. Shooting great splits above his average. Just want to keep the ball rolling. But shout out OG, two-way bucket getter.
Absolutely no, for sure. I gotta give it up. OG's actually probably my favorite player on that Knicks team. If I had to pick a player I liked on that ugly orange and blue team. Malachi, I assume you're giving yours to Joel Embiid.
Oh yeah, something like that. Whatever. I'll the teams that came back. I'm not gonna say the team name. Give it to the guys that came back from down 3-1.
Yes.
The Pistons and that other team, they did a. That's not a small task. So props to them for being locked in for 3 straight wins, and that's huge. So
it means more than you know, Mal. Mal, it means more than you know. I really appreciate it.
Hey.
On to the Throw My Head Award of the night. This one, man. I want to give this one to, honestly, not Jaylen Brown, but the Jaylen Brown push off has just been really annoying in this series. It was really annoying to watch. That man, oh my goodness, he almost got Joel Embiid hurt with it. It's just really annoying. But it's effective. He's really good. I think I'm slowly. I feel like he's creeping into being the Michael Jordan of Jonathan Kuminga's, but he's way too talented to be called that. So we shall see. Jaylen Brown, congrats on a great season, and congrats on ending it as the Throw My Head. Howie, do you want to go next, Howie?
That was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of rock with that. My Throw My Head.
I don't just throw words out there. I pick my words wisely.
I see. My Throw My Head is going to the Orlando Tragic.
Magic.
In particular is going to what's the bald-headed black coach that they have sitting on the sidelines?
Mosley?
Oh my.
Oh yeah,
Mosley.
Jamal. Yeah. See, he
Jamal Mosley. I got it.
A time to make history and folding that bad. Like, yeah, you got to blame the players too, but like, that's a bad fold. I'm telling you, you can't win one game out of 3 after that on a team who's not even that crazy. Detroit's not that crazy, but hey, man, that's why they said before this. That's why they said they're probably gonna part ways by the time it was over anyway. I understand why. He's gone. Sayonara. Put on 3 for you, guy.
I was about to say, I think if they can't find friendly trades for Wagner, they might. You're right. They might just look his way. Mal, you get the pleasure of wrapping this one up. What Celtic is our Throw My Head of the night?
I can't believe we went the whole pod without talking about this jabroni. KD, bro, you're sorry. I got some curse words for you, but I'm gonna let it
We did
ride,
talk about
bro.
the West Series, so yes, go for it.
Bruh, KD went out sad, bro. He didn't even
Man.
try. After that whole burner situation, you would think that he would at least try to step to the plate and actually show some heart. But time and time again, he shows us that. I don't know. Something about that three from the OKC little time is a little, I don't know. You got
I
Harden
like
folding
it.
always.
It's
You
not
got
passing the
KD
smell
being
test.
soft. And the other guy just
Don't
sucks.
talk about Russ.
It's not passing the smell
Other
test.
Other
Russ is a
guys
good
just
person.
like,
Russ is a good person this year. He did
yo,
his.
he makes
He
nice
served his
clothes. He
time.
makes nice clothes. For sure. He
He
does a lot of
does as
push-ups
well,
too. But I don't
absolutely.
think basketball no more anyway. But KD, you sorry, bro. You sorry.
It was bad. I'm really curious what team he plays for next year. It's gonna be an interesting summer for that man.
He's gone for sure.
But I think that is anything else to get off our hearts and minds tonight.
Knicks in 6, baby. Let's check back in.
Sixers in 6. That's what we like to hear. Appreciate it, Howie. Thank you for that one. Yeah, that is everything wrapped up. Episode 78. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell somebody that you love them. And yeah, Sixers make history. Coming back from a 3-1 lead, Boston Celtics. Game 7 in a TD Garden. We overcome that. Man, against the refs. The refs are so scared to ref in that building. It's really it's a sight to see. But
you go ref.
The process.
You go ref in that.
Give it up for the process. I could never do that. I never said I want to do it. It's a tough job, but if you sign up for it, you got to do it right. But again, the process has overcome once more. The greatest center in the NBA gets to play another series. Hopefully, he is healthy to make it through. We shall see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and tell somebody that you love them. Peace.